how's everybody doing? Woo! Unfortunately, it's a comedy show. I'm sorry.
How was it?
Oh, it's so nice to be here. Is there still sound happening, or am I going insane? Okay, no. Oh, it's so good to be here with you in this abandoned Rivian dealership. I do feel like this is like where the Waymos sleep. Is that wrong? And if you stay long enough, you can fuck one or get fucked by one. It really doesn't matter. I'm a little nervous. There's a lot of hot guys and very powerful lesbians in here, and that is terrifying to me. But I was so honored when they asked me to host this event. Family equality, it's doing such amazing work throughout the United States. And I'm from a small, very conservative town in Indiana. And see, the thing is, you don't have to do that anymore. My parents just moved from Indiana to Tampa, which is a hero's journey for white trash. And so I know firsthand there are parts of the country that don't have the same acceptance and love that we all have here in our city. And we've had such a difficult year, the fires and Trump and the industry consolidation and AI. And yet here we are, all unemployed. And I do feel like LA right now, it feels like Pittsburgh when the factories left. Like, all my friends have, like, busted lip filler, and they're like, I'm in a union. They used to shoot The Mentalist here. R.I.P. The Mentalist. I am here with my boyfriend. Yes. Yeah, we've been together 6 years, which is 42 years in gay guy years, because men are dogs, am I right, ladies? Never looked a woman in the face. Okay, misogyny in the community. I love my boyfriend. I have, depression, and my boyfriend's very excitable. He's sort of like the cheerleader of our, manic depressive household, and I knew immediately he was for me when I met him, because my boyfriend has ADHD. So at the beginning of our relationship, it was really exciting. I was like, ooh, how do I get this man with a broken brain to pay attention to just me, But now I know, like 6 years into our relationship, I need to get his attention, and I need to keep his attention in order to get my news across to him. So if I have like really important news, right, I'll come home and I'll be like, hey, little guy. Oh, who's a good little guy? Oh, have you been clickety-clacking? Have you come from home? Oh, you want a little treat? Oh, you want a little treat? Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, I bet you do, bitch. You want to suck my feet? I can't pay rent this month. Everything's so expensive. My boyfriend and I were barely scraping by in a 2-income household. He has 2 jobs, and my boyfriend and I, we just started this cool thing. We started couples therapy. Sure. Okay. Some couples who have really worked through it at that table. Woo! Here's why we started. We started couples therapy because we wanted to open up our relationship to scrutiny. And here's what happened. Okay, I had a therapist, right? I had got this therapist a long time ago when I was like first trying to quit drinking, right? The problem with this therapist is he was an old gay man, so every time I'd be like, Doc, I drink too much. He'd be like, me too, bitch. Ha-ha. The other day, I had brunch at the Abbey, and my friends had to put me in a car. And I was like, are you my therapist or the ghost of Christmas future? So anyway, I have my therapist, old gay guy who I love, and he was reticent to get a therapist because he's one of those men who exist who was sort of like, I just don't feel like I need one, Why can't I just talk to you? And I was like, because you're being annoying! He's here. So here's what I did. I got us a couples therapist but it's actually his therapist. And I'm just there to provide context and support to the therapist. I'm like, ask him about his mom. Get him! He grew up at Live and Help, and that's why he doesn't hang up his towels. Get him! He watches baseball, regular season. Finish him! Dodgers won. That's cool. So crazy. Who knew baseball players had such fat asses? What was that about? Oh, God. People are starting to ask my boyfriend and I, they're like, when are you going to get married? When are you going to do it? And here's the thing. I'm pro-gay marriage. No applause. Wow. What is this, a Peter Thiel fundraiser? Sorry. Sorry for throwing it. He is here. He's the sponsor of my career. And, when are you going to get married? And here's the thing. I'm pro-gay marriage. I'm also like pro-gay long-term cohabitation. You introduce a third. One of you falls in love with the third, and the other one gets kicked to the curb, A lot of laughs of recognition in there. The thing I'm struggling with, I think that's preventing me from taking the next step in my relationship is I just really don't want to be gay and engaged. Follow me along for this homophobic bit. There's just nothing cool or like subversive about being gay and engaged. It's like, oh, you're registered at Macy's. We all know that gravy boat is going in your ass. This is the perfect crowd for this bit. I just feel like what I'm seeing is like, I'm watching my gay guy friend. This is specific to gay men. Lesbians, I would never tell a lesbian what to do. I'm too little. And I'm watching my gay guy friends like co-opt and appropriate the worst part of straight wedding culture. Like, I got invited to a groom's shower, which, don't threaten me with a good time. That's when two gay guys pee on you and then they call you a Waymo home. And got invited to a groom's shower. And I was like, no, like, you're both grooms. You have the male privilege to know nothing about your wedding. Like, you ever talk to a straight girl who's engaged? You're like, hey, girl, how's it going? And she's like, well, his mom has a lot of friends from her swim group, so the seating chart is fucked. And then you talk to the literal love of her life, a straight man, and you're like, when is your wedding? And he's like, I don't have anything to do with that. I can speak to this with great authority. I've been a bridesman and I've been a groomsman. I'm sure a lot of gay guys in here have been both. You've been both. Very different experiences, right? Bridesman, 8 months in advance, perfectly formatted email. Dear ladies, and Brendan, thank you so much for being part of my very special day. Each one of you is so important, from childhood, Abby, college, Rebecca, or our time at Deloitte, other Rebecca. Here are 14 dresses, all in chartreuse for you to wear. Brendan, you will be wearing a Joss A. Bank suit that won't fit you. But everyone will know you're team bride. This is an actual text I got from a straight guy telling me I was in his wedding on a text thread with 8 numbers I didn't know. What's up, boys? Thanks for being hashtag team big dog. Eggplant emoji, cum emoji. I'll send an email with details soon. And then that email never came. I went to a bachelor party in Miami. It was completely budgeted out. I went to a bachelor party in Vegas one of the nights. Nothing was planned, so I went and saw Cirque du Soleil alone.